You're watching round 4 of the FW1 Aussie racing cars. Conditions improved slightly for race 3, but with the top 10 reversed on the grid, anything could happen.
Simon Smith, the Queenslander, tries to get the jump, but no, it's Glenn McNamara in the older shape car that has shown a clean pair of heels down into turn 1. Very tricky conditions, Nick. It's not wet, but it's not dry. It's just breezy.
Yeah, this is very tough conditions. Probably the worst you want. You want it to be full wet or full dry. Now they'll just be picking the one line all the way around the track because it's drying on race line.
And you can see McNamara there just tippy-toeing. Gets a bit of an understeer moment coming out of 2. We'll go back through the field to see if everyone keeps it online. They do at this stage, but McNamara leads them down into 3 for the first time around. But he's got one of the FW1 cars. Massini on the inside. Can he get the pass done over the brakes? Yes, he can. Look at that, a clean pass. Oh, a little bit of a slide.
Very good officer lock through there. And you see the guys going out wide. That is not where you want to be. It is drier on the race line. And Cottrell, just a bit of dirt. That's probably not ideal. I know he's raced motorbikes before, but geez.
So the circuit now getting a bit of a dry line. We're going to start to see some attacks here, you would imagine, Nick, coming down into turn 3. That's Sheridan Phillips on the inside of Cottrell. Can he get the job done? It's very, very bumpy down into turn 3. So we'll wait for the camera to pan back. Oh no, Ludby into the side of Phillips. That's turned Phillips around, and Ludby looks like he's had his nose punched in. Lots of bodywork damage there.
Looks like he's just coming a little bit deep. The track's still slippery, not the bumps down to turn 3. Easy to do, and now he's just grinding the front down.
Yeah, and we'll have to keep an eye on this because the officials, you would think, will not be happy with that situation. It looks like it's just hanging on. You'd have to imagine he'll be called in either this lap or at very least the next one after this.
David Serra quickly moved up to 2nd in the tricky conditions.
So Deadly Dave Serra having only his 2nd run in an Aussie car, showing plenty of confidence as he tips it into turn 1. Oh, I've put the commentator's curse on him. He's run wide. That's allowed Massini and Smith to get him down into 2.
So we just saw him just drop the outside wheels offline where it's wet, and he has paid the price, lost 2, but Smith's getting a very good run onto the back straight here.
Massini sideways. Lucky he had that little gap, because if Smith had been anywhere near him, he would have been down the inside. And Dave Serra now in the Coates Hire Monster Energy entry. Looks down the inside. Can he get the job done? Little bit of a brake lock up. Oh, almost went into the back of the FW1 car as well. Smith now relegated back to 4th.
Kyle Clues was trying to make up ground after failing to finish the previous race.
2010 champion clawing his way back through the field, Kyle Clues. He's just picked up 2 positions. Can he get a 3rd? That's Darren Massini right in front of him in the FW1 car on the approach to turn 4.
And he's just going to send it straight up the inside. I think he's going to do like 4 cars in 2 corners if he gets this done. And
no, Massini's run wide. So he's picked up 3 cars in 2 corners, the defending champion, Kyle Clues. Mark Tarrant now at turn 2. Oh no, that is so scary, spinning it through 2, Nick. I don't know if you've ever gone off there, but I have, and it's terrifying. And Maurice Massini, again, he's determined to see every part of this track.
Yeah, just a bit of the wildlife.
This time it was Paul Kamal who streaked away from the field to take a commanding win.
The veteran, Paul Kamal, comes onto the main straight for the last time in the VIP Pet Foods car. He's had an absolute ripping run. It was his teammate in 2. Now it's Kamal in 3. He takes the flag, and by a convincing margin. And there's a lapped car coming across the line now, but in 2nd is Brendan Pingle and Steve Smith in 3rd. A great drive. The battle continues in the background with Dave Serra as well, but drive of the race has got to be Kyle Clues. He started last and finished in 8th. But here's your race winner. He's all smiles. He's with Kylie King. It's Paul Kamal.
Well, Paul, to have this victory, you love this sport. You haven't had one for a while, though. It must feel good.
No, look, I had 2 years off and then came back this year and had a bit of a slow start to the season. Both me and the car were a little bit rusty and just trying to develop the car, and it's finally all come together this round, and we've got the pace and now we've proved it.